What if it was your child that had to drink dirty water? The truth is, fixing this situation is not hard. Crossroads is ready to do the work. As a matter of fact, with your help, we've already been able to impact over 100,000 people with clean water in Kenya, Haiti, and Uganda, saving countless lives. But now more communities are asking for help, and we cannot move ahead without financial resources. Will you join us in transforming this situation for kids and communities? Please call the number on your screen, 1-800-265-3100. To give online, go to 100huntley.com.
Cheryl Weber, who's with me now, produced that compelling video. 2 minutes in length, but it has lasting staying power of conviction, doesn't it?
You know what, I just liked it because sometimes we think that people in the developing world who go through hardship, it's easier for them because they're used to it in some way. So if you lose a child, well, people lose children. So somehow losing a child is easier than, say, if you lost a child. But actually, I don't see the difference when I'm there. Parents grieve just the same way when they have to give their kids dirty water that makes them sick or could kill them. They feel like bad parents. They feel it breaks their heart.
Cheryl, I have been in a lot of countries and stayed in urban settings. We go out to a lot of villages on some mission trips I've done, and one of the things that I always remember when you go into rural settings, it's true in urban settings too, are these in your house where just fires or just inside the huts where they're cooking. And you think about that's what they use for their stove every single day. You're introducing to us something new and different that might make it easier to get better stoves, technology to get better stoves to people around the world.
Well, you know what works great in the developing world is something that's simple, something that they can make and repair, that they're trained to do right from the materials that are available to them. And also you can imagine the health consequences of a stove with the smoke being enclosed and their eyes and their lungs, and then kids fall into the fire like it's crazy. So
that's right.
We came up with we didn't come up, but we have utilized a very simple solution that we're training people to do in Uganda. Take a look at this.
Being escorted into a village with dancing and singing is definitely one of the most thrilling welcomes we've ever received. But the reason for their joy is even more compelling. The life of this entire village in northern Uganda has been lifted out of despair and poverty. After 2 decades of a crushing civil war, in 2006, Crossroads Relief and Development joined with local partners to help rebuild these lives. This village leader told us how they used to have only rags to wear on their bodies. But as he shows off his snappy new suit and shoes, he says the agricultural programs we've run here have made a significant difference, giving them a chance to not only feed their families, but also to sell the produce for a profit.
They have no means to get money, and to buy the basic need was a problem to them. But now when the project really introduced it to them, they were able to really start getting some small money to make them acquire the basic need. So right now they can get some little money to buy salt, to buy small fees, to change diet, to buy some tablets, and also pay school fees for their kids in the school.
But it's the more recent rocket stove project that really has these women dancing. Made of mud, grass, and water, it replaces the dangerous open fire that villagers used to cook their food on.
First of all, for safe environment, which is globally a great concern. But to me, what I see here is saving the children is a very good protection. In the last few years, we used to lose children burned out of the fire, because our kind of the oven we had was so cruel, was so open. But this is something which is very sufficient for use of firewood, but also very protected, and really, even if you're cooking, you don't feel the heat.
With the stove emitting substantially less smoke than an open fire, they're also noticing a significant improvement in women's eyesight, which used to be seriously affected by years of exposure.
It is of great importance to them to use any saving stove, because they can now be able to really use the little firewood. In a day, they use just only one piece to prepare, and can also prepare a good a food meal for the family. That's what she's saying about the benefit.
And that benefit shouldn't be taken lightly. With very few trees remaining after the war, finding a sustainable lifestyle for their families is key to their survival.
So some of these families that had resettled around Pader and some of these women who are single women living on their own or grandmothers, that they would have something that's really efficient but very simple for them to use. So that's been a great program. The women were so happy about having them. That was just thrilling for them, and we're going to see if we can make a little micro enterprise out of it where they can learn to make them on their own and maybe sell them and have a little business on the side.
The work in northern Uganda continues, rebuilding broken communities one step at a time. If you want to be part of the transformation taking place here, please go to our website at crossroads.ca.
That is so amazing.
I
So
love it.
simple.
Isn't it great?
Okay, so how much does one of those cost?
So it costs about $1, a US dollar, basically, which is a little more these days in Canada. But yeah, $1.
So for a couple of bucks, and you mix it all in.
And the thing is
Okay.
the kids too, right? Kids falling into it, into the fire and dying. I mean, that's just heartbreaking. But the cool thing is lately we've been actually training young moms, like child mothers,
Right.
Who through the war or rape or whatever the circumstance is, training them, and then they're selling it as a little side business now, as a little micro enterprise, selling it to other people.
So if we can, I know we have a number on the screen, just call us, and for a donation of $25 or $30 or $50, $100, it averages out to about one stove cover per village or per hut.
Yeah.
I mean, that's phenomenal. I'm stunned at the price, and we have partners ready to
train more people to do it.
We can fire the gun and start the race.
We can help more people, and they can sell it and provide support for their own family as well as helping people's health. I mean, it's just the benefits are, it's just so simple and great, and it keeps going on.
Phone number is on the screen. It's 1-800-265-3100, or you can make a secure online donation at crossroads.ca. We really appreciate the work you do. You keep bringing us these wonderful stories, but they're not just stories. You bring us opportunity with them and options by which we can get involved, Cheryl. Thank you.
I love it. It's my privilege.